Alright, so this video is about channels and trends. So with this video, we really just want to find the trends, really. So we want to find multiple touches. Let's see if this will make out a pretty decent channel. Seems like that makes a decent channel, at least for the month, where the monthly is concerned. So we have multiple touches on this end, multiple touches on this end, and this happened to kind of stay consistent to where these lines have touched. So it came up 1, 2, 3, lined up, and this lined up perfectly. If you wanted to make it easier, you could try to use the ray as well. That doesn't seem so even though. Yeah, it did. It does line up. Just wanted to make sure to make that perfect. So going in on a smaller time frame, we want to find more channels. There are more channels within the channel. We put it right there. It's more of a wide channel. It's a channel that kind of gets a little bit wider over time, but it works out because it is in the uptrend. Or more, if we look more for a downtrend though, okay, that's not a good channel to go off. That isn't a good channel. You can't call that one a channel, really. Or can we line it up that way? But still, it's not so smooth. We want a better channel than that. We want a channel that's really gonna be consistent about touching both sides of the channel. I mean, yeah, eventually it did touch the other end, but for someone new to trading, or still if you're going for a longer term trade, it's really hard to really spot those ends. So those are examples of channels that you don't want to like kind of really depend on. You can still go for like a sell over time, but wait for a pattern. But the channel isn't strong enough to really hold any value, which is where it reversed and went back up because the monthly trend is still so strong. And let's try looking for a different channel. We'll see what how good euro is. These are some different patterns. Different patterns. Let me pause the video and see about channels. Actually, I might be able to see what oil is like. That is more like a rising wedge type deal. But that was a decent channel for a bit. Until it broke. So with time, yeah, it respected the zones. Came close, but eventually it came back up, but it was more on the rise. This is something that you wanted to buy more of. So if you held a buy and just waited for a retracement, you would just wait for the next level to buy. but this would have been the perfect buy to look for. And let's check gold. Gold has been on a trend forever now. A channel, that is not likely to really say. So we'll go with something different. Let me find something different. Alright, let's try AU as far as a channel is concerned. Oh, it's a decent triangle pattern. So over time it can drop and rise. But as far as channel is concerned, it doesn't meet that expectation except for right here. This is the best spot where it meets the expectations of a channel. It doesn't always have to be perfect, but you see down here it's been on a strong downtrend for a long time now. But it created a wide channel that just eventually just kind of closed and hit that trend line and bounced downwards and into somewhat of another. A channel is just two different points, level points, where you could typically buy the dips or rises. So if it's pretty consistent, typically you can use that point to find an entry point. That's the expectations of a channel. We'd like to find more of a perfect channel overall, but the best that I can actually see on these time frames are actually roll with that one. But channels do break as well, as you can tell with time. And they're not always perfect. Sometimes they can form another pattern as well, which is what makes the trend line pretty strong as well.